The train tracks run right along the edge of the cliffs in Del Mar, and people often cut across them to get to the trail down to the beach. This is just one example of how vulnerable the coastal line is to accidents. It turns out 3 of the 22 accidents on North County train tracks this year were in Del Mar. This year, 14 people have died on these tracks. That's up from 8 deaths in 2016. Half of those who died this year, 7 people, died in Oceanside. There's a busy transit station here where Amtrak pulls in, as well as the coaster and the Sprinter.
So here at Oceanside Transit Center, they have a pretty effective fence to stop people from walking right across the tracks. But North County Transit does not have the budget to put this kind of fence all the way down the line. In some other places, there's a less effective fence like this one, a chain link fence. But on other parts of the track, like here, which is also in Oceanside, there's no fence at all. The line is completely open.
We do have some projects that we are trying to initiate.
Sean Loofborough, safety chief of the North County Transit District, says budget for fencing is an issue. He added that some communities don't want fencing because people cross the tracks to get to the coast.
There's a discussion that needs to happen with those communities to say, hey, we're going to put up some fencing, and there's been some significant pushback.
Loofborough has a video taken at a Carlsbad rail crossing earlier this week that shows what train engineers sometimes have to deal with.
So that's the stuff that I worry about.
That train engineer applied the brakes, but the train could not stop till well past the crossing. Loofborough says the increase in accidents on train tracks is a national phenomenon.
So all those numbers have been increasing. We haven't really seen a pattern on why. But this isn't just locally, and this is a national trend where they're seeing increased number of strike incidents, fatalities across the railroads, and we're all kind of getting together to figure out what that is.
Sandag is spending millions of dollars to add a second track to the coastal rail line, which will allow trains to pass each other without stopping. That work is more than 60% complete. The number of trains traveling up and down the coastal line is expected to double by 2030.
I don't like going out to these incidents. I don't like seeing the results of some of this, not only for the unfortunate person that has this incident, but hundreds or even thousands of people that are disrupted from their commute.
Here are the accidents that happened this year in different cities. Oceanside had 8, Encinitas 4, Del Mar and San Diego 3, and Vista and Carlsbad had 2 each. These figures do not even include the near misses. Alison St John, KPBS News.